Okay, so good evening to all. Myself, Tanjeet Singh Nishawan, your today's host. So I heartily welcome you all on behalf of our organization, Sames Welfare Foundation. So now let me introduce to you our today's speaker. She is pursuing MBA from the Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad University of Technology, and previously she completed her masters in English literature. She has done three internships with Deloitte India, Ocnitec Corporation as an HR intern, and with SRM India as business development and HR intern. She is presently working with a US based company as an HR executive. Her name is Aprajita Holkar, ma'am. She will give a detailed info of today's topic, that is, work from home is now in motion but with less emotions. So she will discuss about present scenarios and work culture related to our mental health and share her thoughts to get out of these difficulties. So now over to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Tarandeep. Hello, guys. Hello, everyone. Good evening. It's actually I'm very feeling very honored to be a part of this program, and I am heartily I'm thankful to SEMS Welfare Foundation to invite me to be a speaker in this program. So I'm feeling very honored to be a part of this program. Today I'm going to discuss about the topic, which is basically nowadays is in very in trend, that is work from home. So in this present situation, due to COVID, due to corona, due to lockdown, transportation problem, or many other problem, so we need to do our work, our classes from our home. So this work from home culture, some of the people can adopt, some are feeling very depressed, facing some mental health issues or some other issues due to this situation, due to this scenario. So I'm going to discuss about this. I will try to find out some of the ways and try to share my ideas that I apply in my life. Let's start. So my topic is work from home is now in motion with less emotion. I hope my presentation screen is visible to all of you. Tarun, can you please confirm?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. So, my topics today's topic will be I will discuss a small introduction about the work from home culture, as well as I will enlighten the what are the impacts of work from home, what we can do to get rid of this problem, and how to apply this to your life, and a small conclusion part. And obviously I will try I want that you guys will question me. I will try to answer this question, so that then this session will be kind of interactive session for all of us. So let's start. So if I talk about this scenario of work from home, so in this work from home, this 2020 and 2021 is kind of a strange and undesirable years, I guess. For me, definitely it's undesirable, because we are stuck at home, we do all of our works from our home. So it's not at all that easy. First, in the first time when we this culture introduced to us, we feel that maybe we enjoy the work from home culture, we can be our own boss, we can schedule our work times and everything. But I personally feel these all things are myths now. So we actually now feeling lonely, feeling stuck at home. We can't go outside, visit our friends, visit our colleagues, our classmates, due to this situation. And that actually makes people more it actually depressing. I personally feel it's really depressing. So in 2020, during coronavirus pandemic, work from home enabled many companies to remain productive and keep themselves relevant. The roles like IT management, designing, media, etc., are continue work from home. Many other industries are also doing work from home as well. But in case of some surveys that actually finds out that mental health issues are mainly in this situation, in this pandemic situation, actually mental health issues are getting the scenario of mental health issues are getting increased. People are feeling more stressed during their work from home, and according to some surveys, like 3 out of 4 people, workers in from US, are reported feeling stressed during COVID-19. And research from before the pandemic began, before this lockdown, the research also find out that remote workers tend to feel more stressed than those who work from their office or from on site. So I personally feel it's actually not at all that happy thing, that we actually hope that our work from home maybe will we can find out that can be a very nice thing. And many people don't accept that fact, and that is there is nothing bad behind that, because peoples are different, their thoughts are different, their choices are different. So some people definitely adopt this work from home culture, but I think most of the people doesn't like that culture, and that nothing bad in that, because our perspectives are different, our accepting the situations are different. So it's kind of normal. So try to accept yourself that yes, we are not adopt that particular culture, and okay with that. So what are the impact of work from home culture we are facing? What are the main problems are actually we are going through? So basically, work from home is a we are working from home right now, and maybe we initially thought it would be I mean, we all, even I also think that I would love that thing, because we are staying at home, we are wearing our pajamas and doing our work. That is a very cool thing to do. But actually it's not. I personally feel it's really tiring, because one of the biggest thing I think as a person is talking to people, connect to people, getting taking tea breaks, taking coffee breaks in the office, and gossip with the people, gossip about the people. That is actually a thing that I feel I want to do now in this situation. I really want to do it. And so what I think that in the remote workers, what they are facing is mainly the mental health issues. People are also think about their physical illness. People are thinking about if um, they are physically not well, their fever or any kind of physical illness, people are think about it. But we don't think about our mental health, because mental health is something we can't see that, but we actually feel. The person who is facing some depression or going through a disorder in his or her mental health is a very bad thing. He or she doesn't express herself or himself towards people, but they are suffering a lot. So it's a very big issue, but people are neglecting that. And during this work from home culture, actually we are facing a lot of problem due to this mental health. Because one of the thing I personally feel that our work hours increased. In my perspective, in my example, I can give you that I am working in a company that is basically a UK based company, and our work hours are definitely different, because we need to work in Indian hours as well, and for UK hours as well. But my work times, you can't believe, I start working at 10, and then I need to work, like sometimes I need to be available till 11. So it's like more than 12 hours I need to work. But if this scenario if I work from office, if I start my work at 10, I max to max I should work like 7 or 8, not more than that. So these things, that work hours are getting increased, and people don't have that work life balance anymore, because our office is now at our home. So what actually happened, that people are kind of not not having that much time with their family, because they need to be available all the time. He or she should be all the time in front of laptop, or are very available through in the phone calls, or there are many conference calls and everything's are there. So people should be, the employee should be available. So that thing actually impacts in human life, because at the end of the day we are humans, we are not machines. So we don't think about only about the, work, and we need to do that work and that. We don't have that flexibility in our life nowadays. We don't have that, because in the office also we have our coffee breaks, we have our happy hours with our co-workers. In the schools also we have a happy time with our classmates, we gossip together, we are taking lunch together. So that scenario is, now we can't see that. So now our life is kind of stuck into Zoom and Google Meet. Even in the chat also, in the chat we are also, chatting in the WhatsApp also. There are many office WhatsApp group. In the group, the boss also given you the task and you have to do that task. So WhatsApp is a platform. It started to as a kind of amusement kind of a thing. We chat with our friends, our loved ones, or our family. So now Facebook or WhatsApp are also used as a platform of work now. I'm not saying that that is bad, but we don't have a personal life anymore. So unfortunately, it's true for everyone's life, and not everyone is happy with this setup, I think. And work from home certainly has its perks. Like, we don't need to wear our formal clothes, we need to wear our shoes, we need not to pack our lunch, etc. So but it also has some pretty significant drawbacks. Namely, it can make you feel pretty isolated and sometimes depressed. And that is why I want to discuss about some of the things that we can do to get rid of this problem. So what we can do to get rid of this problem? So first of all, I obviously say that these are my ideas. I applied in my life, I applied in when I work, I applied that, and I feel that it actually works. So I want to share that with you. I'm not an expert, so I'm just sharing my point of views. So now we will discuss about the things that maybe if you apply that in your life, maybe you can get rid of your depression or your anxiety. It can be, helpful for you. So first thing, I feel that you should apply, that is, try to make a proper routine or a daily work schedule. Like in our school days, we used to make our routine. Like, we have our morning tuition. In that time we have our study time, our school time, our lunch, our dinner will be that time. In that time you can watch TV. Even these routines are basically made by our parents. So you need to, I personally make a routine for myself, because it actually brings you the time that you need to have a me time. So through that routine, if you follow that routine, you can have find your own me time. Through, if you can find the me time from the routine. So it actually avoids the frenzy and anxiety for the last minute activities. Sometimes, we can find that in our office hours, we actually don't need to do so much kind of a video conference things, or a con call should not be there like that. Nowadays what we are facing, that we have like a con call for 6 hours, or like at least 4 to 5 hours con call will be there. Because in this office time, when we do our work from office, so people can walk and talk. So what I'm saying, that actually in office hours we can have a look, we have a tea break or a coffee break, or when we are drinking our tea and coffee, we can talk with our teammates, we can talk with our boss. Even the boss or our senior can give us some work in during that time. But now we don't have that much time, because we have on our con call, we have our own meetings. So in during that time process, actually, to share the what the work we will do, sharing that particular thing is very difficult for us now. So we are doing that things, and ultimately we are end up like we are providing the work. It's very difficult for, I mean, for the team leaders, actually. So we are not providing our work that easily now. That is why we don't have that much time left, because we need to after having the work, we need to complete the work as well. So that is actually we end up by last minute activities, like we just go through the things, and we need to do that in a very hurry manner. So I think if we make a proper daily schedule, it will help us to find out our me time. It creates a structure, because we all have a proper office schedule when we work from office. So we have a structure that we need to have a 1 hour meeting, we need to do our work between like 4 hours or within 5 hours. So we have that time management, a proper structure. So if we make a proper routine, we can definitely organize our day properly, and we can have a proper plan to work on it. So that is why we need to have a proper daily routine, and it actually keeps our body healthy. Because if we have a routine, we need to wake up in that particular schedule. We can our sleep and waking schedule will be proper according to the work schedule or according to the routine. So we can keep it also can keep our body healthy, because we can make some time, we can find out some time where we can do our exercise, we can do our meditation. So it definitely helps our body to manage stress because of this routine. So next one is we obviously have a routine, we should have a routine, but try to make a room for flexibility. Your routine shouldn't be very rigid. Maybe you can you maybe there is something left, because you are not a robot, so you can't follow all of the instruction. So don't be too hard to yourself. If you miss something in your routine, try to fix that in the next day, or if you can't fix that in the next day, try to fix that in another day. So try and make yourself more productive. That is the reason to make a proper routine. And definitely one more thing that I personally apply very much, that is I take a break. So try to take a break between, like, after completion of one work. It can be after 60 minutes, it can be after 45 minutes, it can be after 1.5 hour, but try to take a break. Like it can be 2 to 3 minutes break, or 5 minutes break, and try to close your eyes and find out what works you are doing. Because I personally feel we are doing the work in for a certain reason. Maybe that can be for earning money, that can be for for having some recognition, or that can be we are doing just because of having some knowledge. So try to I'm not saying that earning money or thinking of earning money is bad. It's obviously good. If you feel that it boosts up your stamina, it boosts up your mental, it actually pushes you mentally, then you can definitely think about it. But you should have a reason to work. Because some people, if you work like a mechanical way, if you then you can be a machine. Because machines don't have their perspectives of why they are doing their work. So if you have your own perspective that why I'm working hard, so try to find out in the time span. Suppose you have worked for 1 hour, and then you have take the break, and try to find out what are the reason you are doing the work. What is the benefit you are getting, what are the benefits your company will get through this works. So try to find out that, because I personally feel finding out the reason is very necessary. One more thing, that if 1.5 hour or 2 hour you are continuously doing your work, it actually is very hectic. In office hours, we actually have our smoking breaks, we have our coffee breaks or tea breaks. So in that time span, we talk to the people, we are talking to our colleagues, so that actually help us to push ourselves. No, we have to do the rest of the work. But in present scenario, we don't have that. So I personally feel, if you take 5 minute break, if someone in your life help you to push yourself, try to call him or call her, try to talk to him or her for 1 minute at least, that yeah, I am just taking a break, I am just want to talk to you. That is a thing. Or if you want to want some fresh air, you can go to your balcony or your terrace to have some fresh air. Try to do that, but try to motivate yourself each and every, like, at least within 2 hours of continuous work. Try to motivate and boost yourself, because without that, you can work for 1 week continuously, like 8 hour continuous, 8 hour you can work, but it max to max 1 week you can do. After that, you will getting depressed, and your depression, mental health, everything will be suffered. So I personally suggest you try to take the break for at least within, 2 hours of continuous work. Then what you can do, try to, as I said in the previous slide, that you need to find out me time. So during the me time, try to find out your hobbies, your what you like. It can be singing, it can be dancing, it can be making reels for the Instagram, or it can be making short videos for YouTube, or it can be anything, it can be gardening. It can be anything, but that makes you feel happy. So try to find out your happy moments, try to find out those things which makes you happy. Because in our office, as I am studied, I have studied HR, and I am presently working as a HR executive. I personally feel that as a HR, I want my employees should be happy. But if they work in the office culture, I can find out by analyzing their faces, maybe that person is not happy. I can try to talk to him or talk to her, and talk about things that what is not going well. I try to motivate that particular person. But when we are in virtual mode, we can't do that. But as I am a HR, I suggest my employees also try to find out your personal things. I personally feel I am doing gardening, and when uh, when you come up with these things like gardening or dancing or anything you like, it actually, at the end of that, it makes you happy. When you if you like to gardening, when a tree actually gives you the flower, when you see the flower, it makes you really happy. When you make a reel for Instagram and it actually, it reaches the maximum views or likes or anything, it actually feels you, makes you happy. So try to do these things. It actually works, it actually works for me. So I'm suggesting you to do that all as well. And activities, I think you can add to your routine, that obviously journaling you can do. Because I feel that, as I said, that try to find out the reason of your work. So I personally feel, if you do jot down your points, that what is today's, what is your plan, try to make like to do plan, and what you have done. So if you, and end of the day, when you have analyzed these things, that what you have planned and what you have completed, if you compare that two things, and then that things motivate you. Because maybe we are, at the end of the day, we are actually persons, we are humans, so we maybe something will be left, so we will try to recover that in the next day. So I think writing down or jot down some of your work, that helps you or on. And one thing you can do, that jot down that things you are grateful for. Maybe it can be your parents, maybe it can be your sister, your brother, or your loved one, or anything. So the person, why that person is important for you, you can jot down these points also, because we can find in the period of depression, in the period of mental health, people end up I mean, sorry to say, but people are end up their life, because at the end of the day they really think that nobody loves him or nobody loves her. So try to find out who the persons are important for you, because I personally feel the person is important for you. The for those person, you are also important. So if you try to find out the memories you spend together, that actually boost up your mind. So try to do journaling. Meditation helps a lot. Try to find out at least 15 to 30 minutes of your life, of your day, and do the meditation part. It's not like yoga, or you have to do like hardcore exercise or anything. Just try to close your eyes, think about the good things of your life, and that actually waken up you a lot, that actually push you for the day. So in the morning, try to do at least 15 minutes of meditation, and I hope it will definitely push you for the entire day. And exercise is definitely a very good thing you can do. I'm not, forcing you to do that, but if you can do, because it actually help you to have a good sleep. It actually helps you to be fit. And we all have back pain due to work from home, because we have to sit in a chair or somewhere and do our work. So because of that, we all have back pain or something. So meditation and exercise can help you to get rid of this problem. So I think that things can help you. And one more thing, that now obviously all of us, I think all of you are doing now, that is be inspired to learn every day, because we humans are always ready for new. Okay, so we are keen to gather knowledge. And now it's an era of online, so we can develop our skills by studying at home with the help of many online courses. There are few free courses you can have through online in Coursera, or that can be from the Unacademy, or from many websites. You can find the good courses, you can find that actually help you to boost your career, boost your knowledge, as well as that improve your, because you are staying at home, you are not going outside. When we go outside, we are traveling through train or buses, we can find some people, we can talk to them and gather knowledge. But nowadays we are not having that, because we are only seeing few faces from our family, or from our close or nearest one, but we are not interacting with many peoples like previous day we did. So I personally feel that online courses definitely is very good thing. You can do that, that can definitely improve your skills as well as your career. And one thing you can do, that is try to divide your workspace and your personal space. In the previous slides, I also have explained that people are actually forget to maintain that fine line between work life, between their personal life. So what I personally do, this is my workspace actually. So what is I personally do, I try to divide the line, and I try to make my workspace in a different area, and try to do my work, like as I said, that I work for 2 hours or 1 hour continuously, and then take a break, come to my mom or my sister and talk to them, and then for 5 minutes I just talk to them, had a conversation with them regarding my work or regarding my something, I mean, from my life or anything, and then I go back to my workspace and do my work. So that is how my workspace is different, because I have seen that some people are eating their lunch or dinner in their I mean, dining area, and also doing their work. So I personally feel that is not right, because in that way your nearest ones don't have the time to spend with you. So try to make that division, that will definitely helps you. And how to apply this to your life, I think I have shared a couple of ideas that I have applied in my life, but I don't expect that all of you can apply to your life. So what you can do, you can pick at least two to three from there, and try to two to three from there, and try to apply that in your life. If that works, it's good. If that doesn't work, try to find out another two to three or two from there, and try to apply that. So I feel by I mean, we all are like, nowadays we are all at in a trial mode. So try to do the trial. If you feel that works for you, definitely you can do that in your future days. Definitely I personally hope that the things will be normalized, and if the things getting better when you go to your office also, try to apply that there also. And I think that will definitely give you a more, I mean, makes you more productive and make you more positive. So in the conclusion part, that I can say that honestly, as I said in the previous time also, that I am not an expert. So I am in a learning mode now. So maybe you can think that I'm giving you too much of gyan, but I'm not. I'm trying to share my point of views, my ideas that I have applied, and honestly speaking, I actually get a lot of improvement up after applying that in my life. Because in 2020, when these work from home or virtual classes actually started, I was literally, for after 1 to 2 months, I was literally getting depressed. I was going through a lot of things. My close ones are expired, so that things actually depressed me a lot. So I'm getting upset, I'm not feeling well, I'm not I can't explain that what the things are I was going through. So I applied these things in my life, because at the end of the day, I think everyone should think that our motto is to enjoy the life, because this life is so precious for us. So if we apply that in your life, we need to apply, we need to enjoy our life, because obviously we need to earn money, we need to grow our career, but it's not more than your life. So try to apply these things, or try to make yourself happy, because at the end of the day, your life ends in a certain time or certain age. So your main motto should be enjoy your life. And emotion is obviously a part of our life. So without emotion, there is I personally feel there is not much difference between a robot and human. So through this particular presentation, I personally give you the message that try to enjoy each and every moment of your life, and try to enjoy every day. Maybe it through your work, maybe through your talking with your friends or your family, but try to enjoy your life, enjoy the each and every day. Thank you. And if you have any question, you can definitely ask me.
Thank you, ma'am. This was really a very informative session. So we have a hand raised from Purna Bhattacharya. So, ma'am, do you have any question? Okay, so any of you have any questions, so you can ask. Okay, so thank you so much, ma'am, for your time.
Thank you.
We, this was really a very interesting and informative sessions.
Thank
So
you.
thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you.
Guys, you can leave after filling up this form. I have already shared with you. So please fill
Okay,
it.
okay, sure. Okay, sure. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.